In this video, we're diving into one of those GoHighLevel features that doesn't look flashy at first, but once it clicks, it completely changes how you build automations. Today, we're talking about custom values in merge fields, and more specifically, how to use them to personalize messages at scale without creating a ton of manual work for yourself. What's going on, everyone? My name is Eric Hunsaker, and on this channel, we cut through the fluff to help you become a master at GoHighLevel. Now, if you've ever sent an automated email or text and thought, man, this feels really generic, this is the fix. And the best part is you don't need to be a very technical or advanced user to use any of this stuff. Once you understand what merge fields and custom values are really doing behind the scenes, they're actually pretty simple. So by the end of this video, you'll know what merge fields are and where they pull data from, how custom values are different and when to use them, how to use them both together in emails, SMS, and workflows, and how to avoid the most common mistakes that make automations feel awkward or broken, and why personalization actually matters. Let's start with the why before we get into the how. So think about the difference between getting a message that says, hey there, thanks for booking, versus, hey Eric, thanks for booking your consultation for Thursday at 2 p.m. One feels automated, the other feels intentional. That's really what this is all about. Personalization isn't about being fancy. It's about making your messages feel like they were written for one person, even though they're being sent automatically. When you do this well, people reply more, they show up more often, and they trust your brand a little faster. And this is exactly what merge fields and custom values allow you to do. What merge fields really are, in plain English. At a basic level, merge fields are just placeholders. Instead of typing someone's actual name, appointment date, or service into a message, you insert a placeholder that GoHighLevel replaces at send time. So instead of writing, hi John, you write, hi, contact dot first underscore name. When the message goes out, GoHighLevel looks at the contact record. Then it fills in the right value automatically. If the contact is John, it says John. If the contact is Sarah, it says Sarah. Same message, personalized for everyone. A good way to think about merge fields is it's like a fill in the blank system that runs in the background. Where merge fields pull data from. Merge fields only work if the data exists somewhere. So it helps understand where that data is coming from. Most merge fields pull from one of a few places. First, you have standard contact fields. These are the things like first name, last name, email address, phone number, and address. These exist on every contact record by default, which is why first name personalization is usually the easiest place to start. Then you have custom fields. These are fields you create yourself. For example, maybe you run a service business and you want to store things like service type, plan level, referral source, or preferred location. Once that data is stored in a custom field, you can reference it just like a standard field. You also have appointment fields, which come into play when you're working with calendars and reminders. These pull information about a specific appointment, like the date, time, or assigned user. The exact field names can vary depending on the workflow trigger that you're using, but the idea is always the same. GoHighLevel grabs the appointment info tied to the event. There are also user fields, which pull information about you or your team. These are really useful for things like email signatures or follow-ups, where you want the message to feel like it's coming from a real person instead of the system. And finally, there are system and payment-related fields, which show up when you're working with surveys, forms, invoices, or payment links. Now, you don't need to memorize all these. The important thing to understand is that merge fields are just pulling existing data and inserting it into your messages. Why merge fields make automation feel human? So without merge fields, automation feels cold. You end up sending the same generic message to everyone, and even if the information is technically correct, it doesn't feel very personal. Merge fields are what bridge that gap. They allow you to send one message, but have it read differently for every person. That's how you scale communication without losing the human touch. And once you start using them consistently, you'll notice that even simple messages feel more intentional. What custom values are and why they're different. Now let's talk about custom values, because this is where people often get confused. Custom values are not tied to a contact. They're tied to your account. Think of them like global placeholders for information that stays the same across your business. Things like your company name, phone number, booking link, office hours, or disclaimer text. And instead of typing that information over and over again in emails, texts, and workflows, you store it once as a custom value and you reference it wherever you need it. The real power here is that if something changes, you update it in one place and it updates everywhere. How custom values save you from future headaches. So this might not sound like a big deal at first, but it becomes huge as your system grows. So let's say you change your phone number. If you've hard coded that number into 15 different workflows, Now you have to hunt all those down and update them manually. But if the phone number lives in a custom value, you change it once and you're done. Same thing with booking links, promo codes, or even something like office hours. Custom values make your system easier to maintain over time, which is something most people don't think about until it's too late. Using custom values inside messages. Once a custom value exists, you can insert it into messages the same way you do with merge fields. You might have an email that says, if you have any questions, call us at custom_values.company_phone. Or a text that says, book your appointment here, custom_values.booking_link. From the outside, it just looks like normal text, but behind the scenes, it's pulling from one central place. When to use merge fields versus custom values. So a simple way to remember the difference is this. If the information changes from person to person, use a merge field. If the information stays the same for everyone, use a custom value. Most real messages use both. You might greet someone by name using a merge field, reference their appointment time using another merge field, and then include your phone number or booking link using a custom value. Once you get used to that pattern, it becomes second nature. Personalizing emails in a natural way. So email is where merge fields really shine because you have more room to be conversational. Instead of trying to cram personalization everywhere, just focus on the spots where it actually makes the message feel better. The greeting is the obvious one, but appointment details and service references also make a big difference. For example, a simple email might say, hey, contact.first_name. Thanks for booking your consultation on appointment.date. We're looking forward to chatting. That's not fancy, but it feels personal, and that's the goal. Handling missing data without breaking messages. So one thing that trips people up is missing data. Not every contact will have every field filled out, and that's where fallback text comes in. Fallback lets you define a default value in case something is missing, so your message still reads clean. Fallback lets you define a default value in case something is missing, so your message still reads clean. For example, instead of risking an awkward hi, you can set it up so it defaults to something like hi there. This is a small detail, but it makes a big difference in how professional your messages feel. Personalizing SMS without overdoing it. So SMS is a little different because it's just short by nature. You don't want to stuff a text message with 5 merge fields just because you can. Usually a first name and one key detail is plenty. Something like hi contact.first_name. Just a reminder for your appointment tomorrow at appointment.time. That's clear, friendly, and feels intentional without being weird. It's also worth remembering that advanced conditional logic doesn't work in SMS, so keep things straightforward anyways. Using conditional logic in emails. In emails, you do have the option to get more dynamic using conditional logic. This allows you to show different content based on something like a plan type, service, or status stored in a custom field. For example, you might thank premium customers while encouraging others to upgrade. This all happens automatically based on the data in their contact record. This is more advanced, but it's nice to know it exists once you're comfortable with the basics. So merge fields and custom values are two of the most important tools inside of GoHighLevel when it comes to building automations that don't feel automated. Merge fields personalize messages based on the person or event. Custom values keep your business information consistent and easy to manage. Once you understand how they work and when to use each one, everything else inside of GoHighLevel starts to feel easier and more flexible. So start simple, add more personalization over time, and focus on making your messages feel human first, automated second. That's how you personalize at scale without losing your sanity. So if you want to go ahead and get started with GoHighLevel, we've got a link for you down in the description below where you can get an extended 30-day free trial. This way you can go ahead, try out everything we talked about today and see if this is going to be the right platform for you. Now, this is an affiliate link, which means we do earn a small commission when you use it at no extra cost to you. This really helps support the channel and allows us to keep making free GoHighLevel tutorials, walkthroughs, and deep dives. So if you end up using them, thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another GoHighLevel video. Here on GoHighLevel Mastery, we teach you how to get more clients, automate smarter, and grow your business using GoHighLevel the right way, whether you're brand new or leveling up your agency. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.